Hello, it's Sonia. I'd like to go over the different positions on the oeuvre. So if the oeuvre is this way with the big piece towards you and the little piece away from you, there's a couple different things that you can do. So sometimes your butt's on the floor and you pull it in closer to you, so it's maybe closer to your tailbone and the sacrum, which is just above it. And then when you come back onto it, you can bring your hands behind your head and come up and down and do some abs here. And if it gets hard or if it's too intense, you can just slide your butt out a little bit more so it goes higher up on your back. So that way you can still do the abdominal series, but you don't work your abs as hard. Another position is you would come up on the oeuvre a little bit more. So that way your butt would probably be squishing it when you were here, and then when you rock back, it's between the shoulder blades, but you should be able to rock on it. It should have a nice seesaw effect with it. So if it doesn't, sometimes little adjustments make a big difference. Another thing you can do is come up on the oeuvre and lie down on it. The small piece should be between the shoulder blades. And my sacrum is just off. If you're not sure what a sacrum is, it's just above your tailbone. You can also Google it to look. If you're too low, your back might feel arch and your ribs might pop out. And so usually the little micro movements might help you just kind of get settled on it. And it should self-correct, which is the cool thing about the oeuvre, is that you're either on it or you're not. If you were to have your legs tabletop and then reaching one leg out and you feel yourself, like your neck tense and you feel yourself roll off, you might have to modify and reach your legs up more, or it is possible you might just have to scoot up just a little higher. And it's always good to roll off to the side. Don't do what I just did. So the position, if there's two different ways to do the side obliques or side leg series, that you would have it pulled into your hip. Sometimes people get a space here and then they don't get a good side bend. You want your ribs right on the crease and you'll either be able to lift or not. You can always readjust and play around with it if you don't feel the right place. This is also another way to do side bends where you put your greater trochanter. So I'm not on my butt. So I'm not putting here on, I'm more putting down the side of my hip bone on it. And I have a 90-degree bend in the bottom leg to help me balance. A lot of people have the foot here, but keep it forward and help with a more solid base so that way you can have your foot here and you can come up and down. Sometimes you might have to scoot down if you feel like you don't have a good lift, or you might have to scoot up a little bit more to have the right lift. But little movements or little adjustments do make big differences. So face down, you're gonna come and put your pubic bone on the head neck if it looks like a bird here. And as you do extensions, you might feel like you might have to scoot forward a little bit because the oeuvre should help support and get you to do a bigger range, not get you to do a smaller range, as long as you don't have any injuries that you know of to do all this. And then as far as standing goes and every other position, they typically come back to the same. When we did it with this way, if you were to lie down and you're on the right place here and reach down, and when I reach down and touch the tail of the oeuvre, my fingertips touch just like this. So if I were to do anything standing up, just pretend I'm standing, I would just make sure with my arms reaching out, my fingertips could just touch here, and then this is how it would sit on me. When you're doing the standing stuff, you should be able to rock along it, which when we do a standing one, I'll go over that again, but I just kind of wanted to give this intro to you. So good luck, enjoy the oeuvre.